I'm Pam. I'm 30 years old. I live with my beloved husband, John. My parents and my grandmother was doing well, too. They were all living together now. My grandpa was now in a nursing home. He was getting old, I guess. I didn't get to see him as often anymore, so I kind of missed him. But he was staying at one of the nicest nursing homes in the city, so I guess that's good. He needed a wheelchair to get around now, but other than that, he was fine. I hope he's doing well. I live far away from home now, so I can't go see him right away, but next time I fly back, I'm gonna go see him first thing. The next day, as my husband was heading out to work, I handed him an envelope. Here, this is for this month. That's $1,000 in there. Will you stop by the bank for me? There weren't any banks around the house, and ATM machines at convenience stores charged a fee. There was a bank right next to his office, so I always asked him to wire money for me.
All right. Again, huh? $1,000. This is a lot of money. If we kept this to ourselves, we could buy all sorts of nice things, you know.
Then he let out a big sigh. I know, but we talked about this. We're doing this for inheritance measures. The money was for my grandpa's nursing home. But it's not that my parents couldn't afford it or anything. We were doing this for inheritance measures. My grandpa was a very rich man. I was his granddaughter, so legally speaking, I wasn't entitled to any of this money, but he loved me very much, and he wrote up a will to make sure that I got my share. I was really grateful for that. But some of our relatives, they didn't like this. I was the only grandchild in the will, so they thought it was unfair, I guess. So that's why I was doing this. I live far away, so I couldn't see him every day. But I wanted to do what I can. So I decided to pay for his nursing home. So it was like putting $1,000 into my savings account, but with better interest. Needless to say, I talked to my parents and my grandma about this, and they were all okay with it. And my grandfather's lawyer, he was actually the one who advised me to do this, so I was in good hands. I told John about this many times, but I guess it's hard for him to understand. I get his point, though. A $1,000 per month was a lot of money for middle-class families like us, so look, I know it's a lot of money, but we talked about this. And I'm paying this out of my allowance, and you get a $1,000 allowance too, so I know what you're thinking. $1,000 allowance? I know it was a lot, but I didn't have much of a choice. After I told him that I was going to start paying for my grandpa's nursing home, he raised his allowance too without even asking me.
Well, you're spending $1,000 every month, so I'm just doing the same thing. We gotta be fair about this kind of stuff.
But in my case, it's an investment. It's not the same thing. I wanted to say something, but I decided to keep quiet for now. Look, if this is too much trouble for you, it's fine. I can just open up an online bank account and do it myself.
That's okay. No worries. I got this. It's cool.
Really? Thanks, dear. I was so relieved to hear that. He was so nice. He was always helping me out like this, and I guess he did have a point. We both work, so I guess this was fair. And as long as I keep doing this, we were set for life. Or so I thought. A few months later, something unexpected happened. 3 months later, It was the weekend. I was relaxing at home with John when I got a call from the nursing home. Hello, I'm calling about your grandfather's monthly fee. We haven't received it yet. What? That can't be. It's been 3 months already. 3 months? He gave us a big down payment, so we're not going to ask him to leave right away or anything. But I was just concerned. Maybe there's been some kind of mix-up at the bank. I just thought I'd give you a heads up. What? Thanks. I'll look into it. I was really surprised to hear this. I asked her to check the records once again, but the result was the same. I'm going to call the bank right away. Thanks for the call. What happened? I send $1,000 to their account every month. Maybe something happened at home. So I call my parents. Hey, it's me, Pam. Hey, Pam, I was just about to call you too. I was worried. Are you guys in some kind of financial trouble? Excuse me? My grandma answered the phone. I had no idea what she was talking about. $1,000 a month is a lot of money, so... Yeah, but that's actually why I called. Pam, you don't have to keep doing this, you know? If you need any help, just ask. What? No, it's not like that. I've been sending them money every month. Huh? But they just told me they haven't received payment in 3 months. I know. Maybe there's been some kind of mix-up at the bank. I'm gonna call them right away. But then when I looked over at John, he started to panic. And his face started going pale. Wait a minute. No way, he didn't! I hung up the phone and turned to John. John, can we talk?
Oh, I don't know. I'm kind of busy. I was about to head out. See ya.
Not so fast! Come back here! I grabbed his shirt and dragged him back into the room.
Ah!
The money I've been giving you, you've been stealing from me, haven't you?
What? No, I was just borrowing it. I was gonna pay you back.
What? I never agreed to this.
Look, I just needed the money, okay? I'll pay you back as soon as I got enough money.
You thief! What did you spend all that money on?
For drinks and stuff, you know, the usual stuff. Oh, and, I lost some at the casino.
I didn't even know what to say to him anymore. I was so enraged. Drinks, gambling! So the $1,000 allowance wasn't enough. He was spending $2,000 a month on drinks and the casino? I couldn't let him get away with this. I started yelling at him, but then he started blaming me for all of this.
This is all your grandpa's fault. He's rich, isn't he? Why does he need your money anyways?
What? I told you this countless times! I was doing it for inheritance measures!
Still, why do you have to give him $1,000 every month? We're married. Your money is my money too, so I got a say in this too.
You're not even making sense anymore! We started yelling at each other. It wasn't looking good. But then the phone rang. Hello? What? Oh no. It was from the hospital. My grandpa got sick and he didn't have much time left. I got on the first plane I could find and went to see him right away. But when I got there, it was too late. I couldn't believe it. He was fine just a few months ago. I knew he was old, but still, it all just happened too fast for me. During the funeral, I couldn't stop crying. But John, all he cared about was the inheritance money. He was being really insensitive, but I didn't even care anymore.
Pam, how much money do you think you're gonna get? I know you gotta split it with his wife and your parents and stuff, but still, I bet it's a lot of money. You send him $1,000 every month for years for this, so it should be a lot. Oh man, this is exciting. We're gonna be rich. Maybe I should quit my job. Oh hey, I got an idea. Why don't we go to Hawaii after things settle down a bit? It'll be a great way to relax. I'm sure it'll cheer you up.
I was enraged. I couldn't believe someone could be so insensitive. He didn't even care about my grandpa. All he cared about was the money. I gotta make him pay for this. Time to give him a taste of his own medicine. 1 month later, a month after my grandpa's funeral, I received my share of his inheritance money. The proceedings went pretty smoothly. He left me a lot of money. Probably more than most people make in their lifetime. The other relatives weren't happy about this, but my lawyer took care of everything for me. I was worried being late on my payments for the last 3 months might backfire on me, but it wasn't that big of a deal. And so I flew back home and went to go see John.
You're back. So, how much did he leave you? Here, you must be tired from the long trip. I got us some wine. Let's drink. If you want to hop in the bathtub, I filled it up too.
He never did anything around the house like this. He was just doing this for the money.
Why don't you go change into something more comfortable? I got us some pamphlets on Hawaii. I'll go grab them. Oh, and Hawaii is nice, but Guam is nice too. What do you think, babe?
Neither. And I'm not changing. I just came back for my stuff, so...
Huh? Why?
I'm leaving you. I want a divorce.
What? Divorce? For what?
Are you for real right now? You stole from me, and you spent it all on drinks and gambling. Why the hell would I stay with you?
But, no. Please, you can't just leave me like that. If you do...
You won't get to use any of the money my grandpa left me, right? You thought you were gonna be rich, didn't you? Well, too bad. You're not getting a dime.
Hey, hold on. I know the law. If you want a divorce, fine. But I get half of your stuff. You still have to give me half of your money. I barely got any savings myself, so you're the one who's going to be losing money. You okay with that?
Sure. No worries. By the way, you're right about splitting everything in half. But that actually doesn't apply to inheritance money. Bet you didn't know that.
What? No way.
Go look it up. It's the law. But no worries. I got some money in my regular bank account, so you could have half of that. But I always paid the $1,000 from the account, and I've been paying for most of the groceries and stuff, so there's not much left.
Wait, so...
You're not getting anything. Deal with it. Oh, and I'm gonna sue you for damages.
What? Why?
What do you think? First off, you stole $3,000 from me. That money came from my account. That's a theft. That's a felony. And not only that, you used the stolen money on drinks and gambling. You betrayed me. So I'm gonna be suing you for that as well.
What?
My grandpa left me millions, so I'm gonna hire the best lawyer ever and tear you apart. Mark my words. You're gonna pay for this.
No! Wait, please, Pam!
Too late.
Please! I'll pay you back the $3,000 right now. Well, actually, I can't pay you back right now, but I'll pay you back at the end of the week. Please, I got a really good feeling about the race this weekend. I know I can win.
You're gonna go gambling? Again? You gotta be kidding me. How stupid are you?
I'm sorry.
I packed up my stuff and flew back to go live with my parents for a while. I divorced John immediately. The lawyer who took care of the inheritance proceedings introduced me to a very good divorce lawyer. And I ended up getting a huge cash settlement from John. Now he was up to his neck in debt. With his salary, there was no way he could pay me back on time, so he ended up getting a second job. But that didn't even cover the interest, so it wasn't looking good for him. Oh well. As for me, I was extremely wealthy now thanks to my grandpa's inheritance money and the cash settlement I got from John. But I didn't quit my job or anything. I continued on with my life as if nothing happened. That's probably what my grandpa would have wanted, so thanks for everything, Grandpa. Please watch over me. I'll work harder than ever and make you proud.
Thank you for watching! What kind of crazy people will we get to see next? Stay tuned for more!